Hello, my name is Jonas Rahman, and this is my presentation on Black women's intellectual history in the Americas. Introduction. Since the pandemic began, millions of people have died from the virus in the Americas and all over the world. Brazil and the United States are some of the hardest hit countries in the world. During the pandemic, police continued to murder unarmed Black people. Racist healthcare practices were revealed, and some municipalities declared racism a public health crisis. The global economy sank into a depression, and climate change has led to mass catastrophe. According to Keisha Khan Perry, Black women have the poorest quality of life and the worst chances of survival according to human development indexes for Latin American nations such as Brazil. Yet this form of gendered racial class exclusion has inspired rather than hindered their ability to resist. Black women in Brazil, Colombia, Nicaragua, and elsewhere in the Americas share similar life experiences with racism, sexism, classism, and homophobia, all of which have led to shared political interests. This quote above, as well as the introduction paragraph, showcase the harsh realities of life that Black women across the Americas have to face. Ideas from the minds of Black women. Engaging with the ideas of Black women have not only impacted the way that I think, but also the way that the world thinks as a whole in the modern era. An example of an idea from a Black woman that is shaping the modern era is Black Lives Matter movement, which came from the minds of Opal Tometi, Partis Cullors, and Alicia Garza. Black Lives Matter is now a phenomenon worldwide, and a way for Black people to speak out against the racist injustices that plague their communities, especially in the Americas. Black Lives Matter has not only changed the way that I maneuver around society as a Black man, but it has changed the way societies view African American race relations as a whole. Ideas from the minds of Black women. Charlene Carruthers on Democracy Now! In the video titled Unapologetic is an idea that has been shared with me that I will continue to share with others. The way she speaks on leadership from a Black, queer, feminist point of view really inspired me while watching. The video titled The Dangers of Being a Black Woman in Brazil was an extremely captivating video, which showed the hardships of being Black in Brazil from a queer Black woman's point of view. The video shows how even though Brazil has the largest Black community outside of Africa, the country is still riddled with racism and disparity towards Black people. Mediums such as the Black Woman podcast, the lecture from Adrienne Marie Brown, and the reading from Audre Lorde are also great examples of ideas from the minds of Black women. I can personally use what we have learned from the ideas of Black women to become a better leader within my community, especially being a Black man in the Americas. Education on Black women history. If Black women's histories, ideas, and activists were central to our education, I personally believe that it would cultivate a better understanding of the history of the Black woman in the Americas, which would lead to students then learning about the most misrepresented and mistreated group of people in America. The history of Black American women is synonymous with the history of America as a whole, as this country was built off the back of the Black woman. And that's my presentation. Thank you.